Alright everybody, how y'all doing and welcome back. As y'all see, I'm on Windows 11. I have to go ahead on this shifting out the Asus Prime A320MK. It was giving me so much issues. Also there is a BIOS corruption issue because it will not let you roll back the motherboard to the previous BIOS version to operate the 810 processors, which is the 7th gen 810 processors. I mean the 8 processors, sorry about that viewers, to go ahead on and bring it back to functionality mode. So the new BIOS setting is 6042 and it is locked into that. If you go look at any other BIOS features, it's going to go ahead. If I want to go ahead and download the 4000 series BIOS for that processor to use on that motherboard, to go ahead and download that BIOS, it's going to say 6042. So there is a BIOS corruption with that motherboard, and I just got tired of it. And also with that motherboard, there is a secure boot issue with all the drives from the M.2 drives to the SATAs are in legacy performance only. Now it does have UEFI/legacy. It should not say UE, it should say UEFI only, not UEFI/legacy and etc. Not to hack into that. There is a third-party software. If you use that motherboard, there's a third-party software that allows you to hack into the BIOS. Take the your SATA drives or your M.2 drive, whatever drives you're using, the MBR, and put it in GPT, and go ahead on and hack into the BIOS using the secure boot option, because that motherboard has no secure boot option as well as no TPM header. With the ASRock A320M HDV R4.0, it has a discrete TPM header, which I am using instead of using the CPU, and everything is in secure boot, and voila, I'm up and running, baby. Now, the main thing I like about it, it is an operating system. Okay, it's an operating system. What operating systems do is run your programs. So it is running my programs pretty good, pretty decent. No issues, no hassle. It's pretty simple. That's what operating system is supposed to be. Simple. Now, let's get into the things I don't like about Windows 11. Since I've been using it for a week now. Main thing I don't like is the when you enter your web browser, you will get a function like this. The split screen, the split function. This allows you, if I switch to this here, it allows me to minimize my browser down and bring up everything using the one screen desktop settings, which I am not a big fan of. They advertise it in the video on the Microsoft web page, but some people like this feature. As me, I don't like this feature. So this is a big no-no for me. Okay, main reason I don't like Windows 11, the taskbar setting. As you know, they got everything start off in the middle, hoping that you go ahead on and say, oh, Microsoft operating system is better than Apple, or is better than Ubuntu. This is where they got this function from. I am not a big fan of this here sitting in the middle. No. So with that said, I had to bring everything back into Windows 10 settings, a little bit of Windows 10 settings. So let's go into that there. Now to only do that, there you go to your taskbar, which as you see, I pretty much pulled it up, and you're gonna scroll all the way down until you get taskbar behavior. So your windows will be minimized like this. Once you scroll all the way down to taskbar behavior, then you hit that. Then it says center. You want to go ahead and align it to the left. Now, by me doing that there, I moved it back to where it looks like Windows 10, which I am set off for that. Now, the main option, the main thing, as you see, I don't like is the widgets. I am not a big fan of those. I don't use those on my cell phone. So they're trying to go ahead and make your operating system more of a tablet slash cell phone feel to give you that. And you got your chat button, which is your zoom button. So you got all that in one. As you know, I turned that off. I am not a big fan of that, and I cannot stand that. Two, I thought this was a pretty cool function feature here, but I became a big dislike of it. Is the desktop settings. Here, I'm saying, okay, well, I'm on desktop one. I got my OBS open up. I got this opened up. So if I switch to desktop two, open up a new desktop, as you see, I opened up the new desktop. I'm in desktop two, as you see. It's highlighted. As you see, it's highlighted. But you don't see my picture. You don't see my face. Now, I am still recording on OBS, but you cannot see anything I'm using. Period. If I pan over to my second monitor, I see nothing lit up. I thought that was a cool feature just to activate your desktop, but it's a cool feature if you're doing office clerical work. Like if you're an architect, you got that open up, and you got this open up, your web browser, and you got the another desktop open up doing other stuff. That's a big feature. But this is a big turn off feature for that. I thought it was a big, I said, oh, I could do this. Then when I stopped playing with it, and I saw, like, wait a minute, this not what I'm not liking this. This is not supposed to do this. So this here desktop, which I will be taking out because I have no use for that. The big thing I really don't like is the functionality, because they made everything keyboard function. And if you got, like, if you use a Steam Deck, stuff like that, they made everything functionality like that, given the functions of using the Steam Deck or using your keyboard. I am not a function key person. I do not do F1. I don't do F2. I don't use any of my F keys. I don't use Control C. I don't use Control Alt Shift. I don't use Control F10. I don't do none of that. Everything is right click on the mouse. Everything is right click, copy, paste. Everything is at the control function of my mouse. So, say for instance, if I want to go head on to pictures. Okay. Say for instance, if I want to copy this here and move it to D drive. Okay, here you got your cut, you got your copy. As you see, it's Control C, Control V, etc. Rename is F2, and etc. See here, this thing here, I got to get used to. I'm not used to it, but the more I continue using it, the better I go ahead and get used to it. Now, if I want more options, I got to go to F10, and it brings up my menu. When I right click, this pops up. Now, for me to go head on and pop it up, I gotta use Shift F10. I don't have time for that. I am a mouse guy. Everything is right click here, right click there. Here, done. This is a big plus here. Just like I said, I pretty much got used to it over a week so far using it. This is a big plus here, using these keys here at ease. And then you got your set desktop, which pretty much is your same keys as Windows 10. They kept some of the settings up there, but if you want more settings, you got to use your function keys. And if you are a function key person, that works good for you. As you see me, I am not a function key person at all. I don't believe in using function keys. I'm just not a big fan of F10, F2, Shift F10. Hit the Shift Alt Delete, Control C, Control V. Everything is right here, and the main thing I like about it is they gave you a good features sitting at top. So I pretty much got used to this. If I want to delete, I can delete it out. If I want to share, I can share it. If I want to rename, I can rename it. They got my copy right there. So everything is just at the click of the mouse. So that function there works great. Now, the main big problem I have, as y'all see here, the taskbar. I am not a big fan of my taskbar at the bottom. Now, there are videos on YouTube showing you how to fix that problem, but you got to go into the system folders and delete a certain folder out. Now, keep in mind, and I'm gonna take you way back 22 years when I built my first system using Windows XP, because I got rid of Windows 98 2nd edition, which was on my compact Presario 2244. I got rid of that when I built my first system using the PGA 370s, IDE 100s. We was up and thumping. We ain't had too much to go from. You had your little raggedy heat sink. You had your zero core, zero thread processors. See, those are the good old days. You know, and if you appreciate building system back during that time frame to now, then you could go. Then you could say, okay, you're a tech enthusiast, and you could appreciate where our hardware, our software, etc., has overcome. So, I mean, we came a long way. I mean, we didn't have OBS back in 2000. We didn't have OBS in 2002, 3, 4, 5, etc. We just had your basic internet and your office clerical needs, such as your word processor. That was it. But our programs and our computers has overcame a dramatical change to give us more, and we do more now. Now, as I was saying about the taskbar, I am not a big fan of deleting folders out. Last time I deleted the folder out was my System 32, and I thought I was doing it. I said, yeah, I deleted this folder, I don't need it. Turns out when I went to reboot, it says operating system missing. Eventually I had to wipe the hard drive clean, install Windows XP all over again, and I was angry because then I had to call Microsoft and explain why I had to go ahead on and reactivate my product key again, because I had deleted the system folder. And I told the rep I was doing experimenting and I deleted the wrong folder. She said, oh no sir, and I'm glad you told me. So she corrected the issue for me, reactivated my code key, and she said in the near future, do not touch the System 32 folder. So in the near future, I did. Now, and to take care of your taskbar, you got to go into the system folders and you got to delete a certain folder out dealing with the taskbar, and make it functionality to where it is in Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows XP, and Windows Vista, where you could go ahead and place your taskbar to the top, left, or right, or leave it to the bottom. Just like I said, I am not a big fan of that. I am very disappointed with that. That's one thing Microsoft needs to fix, is that taskbar. Other than that, Windows 11 is here to stay. Those are the main issues why I don't like Windows 11. Just like I said, it's an operating system, and the operating system job is to function and operate your programs at your use, and you cannot go wrong with that. So on the good side of it, it's here. We gotta enjoy it. So I say, you know what? Let me give Windows 11 a shot. I've been running for a week now. Just like I said, I point over certain features I do like, and I point over features I don't like. And the features I don't like, I wish they were trying to go ahead and fix. Now, for my desktop button, I will be removing the tasks that I have no need for it. I'm very disappointed with that. Just like I said, I'm not a big fan of widgets nor chats. I don't need to contact nobody unless I'm talking to one of the reps from dealing with the presentation. If I want to do a presentation with a PC case, and I'm talking to the rep that's going to send that out for me, or any rep from Cyber Acoustic, such as speakers and microphones, case friends from Cool Moon up here, talking to one of their reps, and they're going to send me stuff. Then I would turn that feature on, and I'll be using my Zoom functions. That's what that feature is for. That's just Zoom, and at the conference of your home, because a lot of us weren't working at home due to the virus issues with COVID-19 as well as monkeypox. Now, and I agree, I will work at home too, and just to get away from these airborne diseases is something to think about. Other than that, I want Microsoft to fix their taskbar function within a year or so we could go ahead on and have accessibility to put our taskbar up top. If we could download the fix, I'll go to their website. I would do that myself. But Microsoft, y'all really need to bring back your functionality of the taskbar with putting it to the right, left, or at top. Other than that, I'm happy with it. Those are the main issues they need to fix. I'm not happy with certain features as I said, but other than that, Windows 11 is here to stay. Keep in mind that Windows 10 will be leaving us in 2025 in 3 more years, but they're gonna go ahead and probably keep it around for another year for the security updates and stuff like that. But if you still want to use Windows 10 after the end of life, make sure you got a good virus software. That's one thing Microsoft don't want to tell you, is that you need that. You can still use the operating systems that I mentioned from Windows XP all the way up to Windows 11. Windows 10 and Windows 11 gives you your security update features, so you can stay updated and current with using the operating system. But after 2025, Windows 10 will become a dead zone, a zombie to us. But you still could keep using it. Just got to make sure you have a good virus software that is taking care of your malware. You got a VPN up that's blocking your you from cyber attacks, etc. like that. So if you got good security features for Windows 10, Windows X, Windows 8, and Windows Vista, as well as Windows XP and Windows 7, you're good to go. Now, on a good note, I'm in this video. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.